Good afternoon, East Texas. I'm Tom Mitsoff, and this is the TylerPaper.com Midday News Update. Tyler Police and other area law enforcement agencies are still looking for a man whose whereabouts are unknown since he was last seen driving near Big Sandy Friday. We received a new photo this morning of Willie Hubert Wingfield, a diabetic diagnosed with dementia. He is described as an African American with gray hair and brown eyes. He is 5'7", weighing 135 pounds, and he was last seen driving a 2000 green Dodge Intrepid with Texas license plate number 640WFT. Family members told officers that Wingfield was driving from Dallas to Tyler to visit his girlfriend. Anyone with information is asked to contact the Tyler Police Department at 903-531-1000. DNA tests have confirmed that human remains found buried beneath an English car park are those of the country's King Richard III. British scientists announced today they are convinced beyond a reasonable doubt that a skeleton found during an archaeological dig in Leicester, central England, last August, is that of the former king who was killed in the Battle of Bosworth Field in 1845. Take a look.
Bones found under a parking lot in the town of Leicester, 100 miles north of London, are those of the 15th century King Richard III, according to DNA tests. Now the big question is, where should he be buried? Well, Jenny Gross has been following this story. Jenny, first of all, how did they do this DNA testing?
Well, DNA specialists actually compared DNA from the bones of Richard with a living descendant of Richard. He was the 17th great-nephew, someone named Michael Ibsen, living in London, Canadian-born, and the test came out positive, so they confirmed that it was
It's an
actually
extraordinary
Richard.
story. I mean, King Richard III was actually only on the throne for 2 years, but he is this sort of an amazing character that everybody seems interested in.
Yeah, Nick, he's one of the most controversial kings in British history. Some people say he was an enlightened ruler who was responsible for promoting books and foreign trade and had very progressive views, whereas other people say that he is a murderous villain and was actually responsible for killing his two nephews.
Yeah, he did usurp their position. I mean, one of them was on the throne already as a little boy. He's usurped their position, then packed him and his brother off to the Tower of London, and for all we know, a few years later, they disappeared.
That's what some say, but the caveat is that that was all written by people in Tudor's time, which was his enemy, so it might not be true.
Our Focus In On .me photo gallery of the day was taken by our Sandy Cintron and Troy Hayes at the East Texas Auto and Cycle Show over the weekend. All the photos are available for purchase. Visit FocusInOn.me by visiting the link in the upper right side of the TylerPaper.com homepage. The weather forecast for the remainder of today from the Tyler Morning Telegraph mobile app for iPhone, iPad, and Android is for a 50% chance of rain both this afternoon and this evening. The high this afternoon will be 66 with a low overnight of 51. Patchy fog is possible overnight and tomorrow morning with a high around 67. Thanks for watching and look for our afternoon news update later this afternoon.